Hello everyone and welcome back to round 3 of a standard league with Sultai Energy. We are going to be on the draw here. This hand is missing a green source. But we can kind of take on a controlling role with double fatal push, and we're on the draw. We have all but 2 lands in our deck are green sources. I think I'll keep this. I think it's worth risking it. We get the lead on swamp so that our, this could be blue-red God Pharaoh's Gift. It could also be just mono-red. This draw entails that we're going to be fatal pushing that, which we probably should have just done while it was tapped still. I'm glad to see Mountain instead of Island because it's just a much less complicated match. And I'm getting quite tired at this point. Not necessarily that we are more favored against mono-red than blue-red. I haven't played against blue-red to know how the matchup works out, of course. Alright, we have to find a green source. So all but 2, I guess there are 4 because we have 2 more swamps. So all but 4 of our lands are green sources. We are unfortunately passing. This card I think is actually great. It'd be better if it said sacrifice a desert instead of sacrifice that specific desert. But that specific desert will do. Going to play Winding Constrictor. Keep up our fatal push. Taking 4 here. Hopefully we find another land. We can Vraska's Contempt this Rekindling Phoenix. And by this Rekindling Phoenix, I mean this Hazoret. Blossoming Defense. Blossoming Defense is definitely not a land. So what do we do here? If we do nothing, we're taking 9, which is just like unacceptable. We can chump and then kill the Rekindling Phoenix. Either way, we're not attacking. We're acting on their turn. We can chump and then kill the Rekindling Phoenix. We could block and Blossoming Defense, which is still a chump, never mind. So it looks like we're on chump and kill the Rekindling Phoenix. Man, this game is going south for us quickly. Alright, so we probably got a little bit greedy with our keep there. So it's an aggro deck, so we're bringing in Death Gorge Scavengers. It also has Rekindling Phoenix and Hazoret, so we're bringing in the Hour of Glory, and we're bringing in the Aether Sphere Harvesters as well. Cuts are going to be Vraska, the Hadonnis Climbs, probably the Thrashing Brontodon. Glint Sleeve isn't necessarily great because of the 1/1 haste guy. Let's get rid of this. I think Blossoming Defense can go, and we'll cut a Glint Sleeve. Kind of want to cut one of these 3 cards, but it's also pretty important that we be able to turn the clock around very quickly. Alright, let's go with that. Yes, we'd like to play first. This hand is much better than the last one. Am I crazy? Did I see a swamp in that hand for some reason? I'm apparently crazy. Definitely thought we had a black source. Oh my god. I'm getting too tired to be playing Magic, apparently. Black source. Hit me with that black source. I'm not even going to complain. We have to decide between taking out Curry Zev with the Fatal Push or the Fanatical Firebrand with the Fatal Push. I think we're going to take out Curry. Oh, shoot, do not pass. Oh my gosh, that was scary. The double Fatal Push actually helps out a lot. I think we're just going to play out Winding Constrictor here. Hope to find a swamp off the top of our deck shortly. Alright. This time we get to double spell at least. Three cards in hand. This could be a Hazoret turn, but it doesn't appear to be. Playing Winding Constrictor just in case he decides not to block. It's higher upside for us this way. Now we have some additional energy. We're going to get to untap with Fatal Push for the Fanatical Firebrand and a Glintsleeve Siphoner. Get to draw some extra cards. There's a Chandra. Wait, he's going to kill the Winding Constrictor with the Chandra, most likely. Unless he's going to plus. Deals 4 damage to target creature. I can pump it once, and it goes to 4. I can't pump it twice, though. Sad. Is there no reason to pump? We still get to kill Chandra, so that's nice. And Vraska's Contempt's a great draw for us there. Let me just make sure I'm not making any critical errors. Expecting to get pinged, yep. Attack. Once again, this could be a Hazoret turn if he goes land Hazoret. I'm hoping it's not a Glorybringer. I don't think he's going to be playing Glorybringer. Another Chandra. Interesting. This is going to kill the Glintsleeve Siphoner. No, just going up. Beaumont Courier. I would play that. So what we would like to draw would be a Walking Ballista, I suppose. Even a land isn't bad, though, because we get to slam Scarab God. Yeah, I'm happy to take a damage to draw an extra card. Oh my gosh. So we attack out to Chandra. He has to plus next turn. Or we just attack here. Or we could just Vraska's Contempt this. Attack him. I want to keep Vraska's Contempt around, though. I'd rather deal with Chandra by attacking her. So I think we're going to attack Chandra, play Long Tusk Cub, I guess. Could be Deathgorge Scavenger. Yeah, let's go Deathgorge Scavenger just so we don't... So we can start gaining life, I suppose. Though we have the Scarab God, so it's like kind of bad for us to get creatures out of the graveyard. Although Long Tusk Cub can save itself from a removal spell. So I'm going to play the Long Tusk Cub. Hopefully we're not dead this turn. On Crop Crasher. Okay. Guessing he's going to cast that. Get in for 4. No, he just 2'd us. Rekindling Phoenix. That resolves. Guessing you're not attacking with Beaumont Courier. You have another one. Are you attacking? No. Do I pump this? We really want to find a Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista would be so good right now. None of those are Walking Ballista. Opponent's attempting to keep Chandra around. I don't particularly want to trade this Glint Sleeve Siphoner off, but I think I'm willing to. So I'm going to Vraska's Contempt this. Now is he gonna... No, I have a weird dilemma. This has to be blocked by 2, so I can keep one back. Or I can attack with all 3. Alright, cool. I appreciate my opponent saving me the time there. I was pretty concerned about those Beaumont Couriers, but drawing him a bunch of cards, he apparently didn't think he was going to get there. I'm just going to run it back with the same list. I don't think... I mean, we could bring in Negates or Dresses because of the Chandras. But what will we cut? The Glint Sleeve Siphoners? I don't think we wanted to make any changes anyway. So this looks like a keep to me. We have an Aether Sphere Harvester, a Winding Constrictor, and a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. So I'm going to keep. Our mana is also pretty good. It's not perfect by any means, but it's not awful. Lead on the Blooming Marsh. Hopefully we draw like a Botanical Sanctum or just another Blooming Marsh, I guess, because I don't think we have any blue spells in the deck at the moment. our opponent apparently kept a fairly reactive hand. Do I? How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to lead on Glint's Sleeve because I'm expecting it to die, which seems strange, but because our mana is a little constrained, I want the Winding Constrictor to be the one to live. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. So now, I played the Winding Constrictor. Even if he has a removal spell for it, I get to play the Aether Hub and trigger that. I think it just passed. Our opponent missed their land drop, it's worth noting. We really need to... Okay, now they're up to 3. We really need to find a land on this turn, most likely. We can play the Deathgorge Scavenger, but I prefer to do that when there's a creature in the graveyard. Yeah, I guess I have nothing to say about that. I think I'm just going to cast this just because I don't want to take damage. And now that there are creatures in the graveyard, we could cast this Deathgorge Scavenger. Or we could cast another Winding Constrictor with hopes of untapping and playing a Bristling Hydra. Not being the most mana efficient here, but I think it's worth it due to our synergies. Damn it. Alright, Blooming Marsh is a pretty good draw. We're going to go Deathgorge Scavenger, eat this Dire Fleet Daredevil, I believe. Although, he probably doesn't have any way to bring things back out of his graveyard. We might want one of those, so I think we're going to go here. We're going to eat a Winding Constrictor, because we're going to leave the Dire Fleet in case we find a Scarab God. That's fine. I still get my trigger. We are not getting Hazoret this turn, so that's good. I think I'm just going to play the Bristling Hydra. And we have Vraska's Contempt and Aethersphere Harvester as answers to Rekindling Phoenix. He exerting? No, he's letting me block, and he's keeping Fanatical Firebrand back to deal the last damage to that. So I can kill the Fanatical Firebrand by activating my Bristling Hydra once. Is that worth it? Yeah, because I have the Glint Sleeve Siphoner, so I'm fine with doing this. So this is going to spur the Fanatical Firebrand. I believe. Yeah. Now if I were to block, this would die, but I'm not going to block. Instead, I just got that off the battlefield to make room for this Glint Sleeve Siphoner. I could play both of these, or I could just play Aether Sphere Harvester. Or I could just play Vraska's Contempt. I'm going to play the Aether Sphere Harvester. Well, that sucks. Taking 7. We're forced into Vraska's Contempting this. Hopefully he doesn't draw a Hazoret. Chandra's not good for us, but it's not the worst thing ever. Verdurous Gearhulk. So we attack Chandra, play Walking Ballista on 2, ping this. We can ping this right now, or we could wait. I'm on the wait train, because if he has a Hazoret or something, it could be relevant. Unlikely to be relevant, but it could be. I don't want to take 3. I'm fine trading 1 for 1 with that. Opponent has a card in hand. Not sure what it is. I want to get going as fast as possible, though, and best way to do that is this guy right here. So all right, we got there in round 3 as well. If you saw any misplays, feel free to leave a comment below. I'd really appreciate it, and we'll be back with round 4 shortly.